Hello everybody, it is Ben back again, and it is finally time. The expansion draft protected list is finally here. And I got all my defensemen right. I didn't do so great on the forwards, so... but anyway, let's get right down to it. We're going to talk about the players that Montreal has protected from the expansion draft. Starting with the forwards, not a whole lot of surprises here. We got Paul Byron, Philippe Deneau, Jonathan Drouin, who I could not have known we would have to protect because he wasn't on the team when I made my video about the expansion draft. Alex Galchenyuk, who I actually did not think would still be on the team, but here's to hoping he's going to stay. I hope he freaking gets signed because Jonathan Drouin and Alex Galchenyuk on the same line would be so awesome. Anyway, then Brendan Gallagher, Max Pacioretty, and Andrew Shaw. Which doesn't surprise me either, but why? And then for defensemen, we have Petrie, Ben, and Weber. In the forwards, on the forward side, not a whole lot surprised me other than Galchenyuk. Actually, really did surprise me because I didn't think he was going to be on the team still. So that was a bit of a surprise. And Andrew Shaw doesn't really surprise me, but it disappoints me. Because I think he could have left him unprotected, and I don't think there's really any chance Vegas was going to take him with the contract he has. And then at the same time, I would not have been that heartbroken if Vegas had taken him, because, God, that contract. That contract is ugly for what he contributes to the team. Oh, and then Price, too. Yeah, I didn't say Price was on the protected list. Obviously, Price is there. And then we have Petrie, Ben, and Weber as the protected defenseman. Weber, no surprise. Petrie, really no surprise. And then Jordy Ben was the one where it was kind of going to be like, it was either going to be Jordy Ben or Nathan Beaulieu. And unfortunately, yesterday we had Nathan Beaulieu get traded within the division, which I'm not loving the amount of within the division trades Bergevin's been making. But gets traded to Buffalo for a third-round pick, and that's pretty brutal. It's not at all fair value for Nathan Beaulieu, but I guess the way you look at it is they were planning on protecting Petrie, Weber, and Jordy Ben, and if you're going to leave Nathan Beaulieu exposed, he's almost assuredly going to get picked, and we're going to lose him for nothing. So I guess it's better before the trade freeze happened to trade him for something. I guess it still wasn't a very good trade, but you know, if he had not done the trade and he had left him unprotected as they had planned, today or Wednesday we'd probably be talking about, oh, how do we lose Nathan Beaulieu for nothing? I still think it would have protected Nathan Beaulieu over Jordy Ben. So, some notable unprotected names. We got Thomas Plekanec, Alexei Emelin, Brandon Davidson, and Charles Hudon. Just as soon as he gets that contract, now he's not protected, I would have very, very, very easily used the protection slot for Hudon over Shaw. Doesn't surprise me that Bergevin didn't, because Shaw is one of Bergevin's guys that he's gotten and brought in. But not surprised that he didn't use a spot on Hudon. I really hope he doesn't get taken. I think there's a chance with the staff they have, on in Vegas. I don't remember the guy's name, but I think his name was Tom something from General Fanager, the site that used to be a site but isn't a site anymore. He's on the team, and I think he could see a guy like Charles Hudon having a bunch of upside for the price he is. But the thing is, there's a lot of those guys around the league. The Leafs are stuffed full of those kind of guys. So hopefully he'll take a guy like that from the Leafs and not the Habs. But hopefully Hudon isn't going anywhere. Then we got Thomas Plekanec, who I actually could see as a pretty likely pick for the Golden Knights, because they might see him as a guy they could bring in as like a leadership role guy, as like an assistant captain or captain kind of guy. So that could be a lucky just thing for the Habs to have happen if they could take Thomas Plekanec. Then we have another notable, Brandon Davidson, who's like one of the only young blue liners we have left now after all the trades we've been making. I don't know. I don't really see him going either with all the defensemen that are available. And then we have Alexei Emelin, who I am almost 100% sure is not going to get taken by Vegas, but oh my god, I would love it if he did get taken, because I would just love to have him off of our hands. He's just the amount. I mean, if you guys watched me for a while, you'll have known all of the many times I complained about Alexei Emelin over the season. God, I really hope they take him, but I don't think they're going to. But anyway, now we have the protected list for the Habs and everybody else in the league. And now we have 3 days to wait until the NHL awards on Wednesday night, and we'll see who Vegas takes. This is pretty exciting to be a part of. It's the first time. Well, I've been alive for other expansion processes, but this is the first time I'm going to actually remember it. Because the last time there was an expansion, well, I think that was like 2000 or 2001, so I was like 3 or 4. So like that's completely out of my. I don't remember anything about that. So. This is cool. It's going to be a fun process to be a part of, and it's going to be interesting to see who the Habs get taken from them. I'm hoping for either Yemelin or Plekanec, but I'm thinking it's either going to be Davidson or Udall, and that's kind of sad. And like I said again, I'm kind of disappointed with the return they got for Beaulieu, but I think it was a situation where they had already decided they were going to protect Weber, Ben, and Petrie. And you might as well get something for Beaulieu, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting few days. Probably going to be a whole bunch of trade talk and chatter with the Vegas Golden Knights, and only the Vegas Golden Knights, because the trade freeze is still active until Thursday, unless you're trading with Vegas, which is where all those deals about who you're going to take and how you're going to assure that this guy's not going to get taken with all different teams, that's all going to happen now. So we should be in for a crazy few days. But anyway, till next time, see you guys later.